Welcome back to Infinifactory with FractalMindMike. I'm excited to be here with you again today. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment. I got a plan. Well, kind of got a plan. I'm thinking about a plan. I might be coming up with a plan. Let's try and come up with a plan together. I've got nine pieces down the bottom of this guy, and then 2 on top. So that's 11 pieces. So our 11 secret herbs and spices, we'll just deliver them over here somehow. I don't really care what we do with it at the moment. Just like, let's go on the other side. My plan is this. Everything's going to fall down here. And we're going to want to construct it so it fits into that. So, can I just like... I'm not even... Alright. There we go. What I'm thinking is, as things come through here, we're just going to push them onto a thing. We'll call it a buffer, okay? And it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 parts. Then... we're going to have, look, I'm thinking of this as we go. This is on the fly. But I think what I want to do is detect when this one gets pushed across. And I want to put a blocker in here, but power it at the other end somehow. You know, I'm really not sure how I want to do this. I think we can just replace all of, because this is all dependent on things like flowing. In theory, we don't need this blocker. In theory, we don't need this conveyor either. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Maybe this is easier than I thought. Maybe... no, I should not say that. That's definitely not something I don't agree with. Universe. I didn't say it. It's... universe. Just listen to what I'm saying. I disagree with what I just said, okay? This is not easy. It's definitely very difficult. I don't want to... yeah. Oh, it's impossible, actually. Universe. Alright, so, is that 11? I've lost count. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay. We detect that, we've shumped them all off, and then, like, in theory... theoretically speaking... it'll come through in some order. We don't know what the order is right now, but eventually we're going to know the order that they come through in. And then we're going to have different lines coming off. Whoops. Something like these will go to wherever they need to go in order to construct that. That's the plan. You hearing me this, Dave? You listening, Dave? This is the plan. You see the plan? It's a good plan, right, Dave? All right. So somehow something that's very difficult for us to understand is how do we construct this? How do we deconstruct this, actually? So what's going to happen is how big is this thing? All right, look, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I come in all confident. I don't know what I'm doing, though. Do you? Do you know what you're doing? Because I sure don't. There, what does that do? They come hot and fast, too. Why did I say hot and fast? That's such a weird thing to say. I apologize for my vernacular. That was uncalled for. What the heck, bro? That did literally nothing. Okay. All right, we took one tread off. That's a good start. That's a good start. Okay. It's all there! It's all there! That's the only thing we care about! What does it look like when it gets to this side? Treads? Treads? This bit, that bit, and those bits. Okay, now, which way is the head facing? Correctly, okay. I think that's the only thing that matters, is which way is the head facing. Everything else is interchangeable. Well, I mean, the treads are not, but they are facing the correct orientation, as far as I can tell. So, now we just have to reconstruct the entire thing and put it back here. So we could instantly weld these guys. Weld. 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 These drop to the lowest level. This also drops to the lowest level in between those two. Okay, a plan is formulating. A plan is formulating. I don't know if it's a good plan, but a plan is formulating. Alright. So. Weld. Whoops, not there. Weld. Weld. Head. No, body, head, body. Weld, weld, weld. We don't want to weld this to that, so we're going to have to space this one out a little bit. Weld, weld, weld. Alright. Actually. Let's, like, drop this on Dave. It's a good idea. There we go. Okay. Yes. I believe this will be the last piece to deliver. Oh, I just realized what we're doing here. Oh, wait, no, it's fine. Okay, so we've got our platform ready. Ignore everything else. We're squashing Dave with some bricks, that's good. And we've got some cameras, head detection gear here. Why does it look different than the... Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it looks fine. It looks correct. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So the next step is actually just delivery of the head unit and welding the head unit to the device. I believe I've made it impossible. So we have to do it here. Which means this is not going to work. We have to come around and drop it in or something? I don't know. Let's have a think. Is there a way we could have done this differently? Well, I guess we could push that wheel off that side. Huh. Or yes. Okay, these are the heads. We kind of need the heads out of the way, so let's just lift them up for now, so we don't have to think about them. Sorry, Dave, I'm not going to pile anything on top of you anymore. I know how much you like it, but we're just not going to do it anymore, okay? We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like... I'm going to stop saying that. Let's pop that there. Well, not there. There. And... let's put... this here. Oh, that's silly of me, isn't it? Well, this line is no longer valid. It's now going here. Okay. So much to think about right here. Ideas are happening. They might not be good ideas, but they're happening. Okay. This is good, right? Excuse me, sorry for the sniffles. I'll try and mute before I sniffle again. Dear Reason, please work for my brain. This is really tricky. What did I just press? I think we're okay. Here it comes. Any second now. I didn't change anything on the other end, so it should actually happen. Alright. We need that to weld on. We need that head to weld on. But I have no way of getting a welder in place. Unless... I don't know how I feel about this. Let's just I've got no space for a sensor button to detect that the head has dropped. If only... Wait a second. Did I just genius something? Hold on, I might have just geniused something. I keep on accidentally pressing rotations. Gotta be careful. Why are you not... Maybe it's this as well? Oh, it's detecting that, but not this. Ah. Arg. It's like a lock. And it can't be unlocked. Although that is interesting. If you needed like a one-time signal to lock, like, you know, we have like a memory lock there. It's like a latch. We just need to, if we could unlatch it somehow, that'd be perfect. What if I... What if I pause, just have a think about this for a second. I gotta blow my nose. So, I'll think while I'm blowing my nose. 1 second. That's better. Okay, so, I didn't really think that much about it. I just blew my nose. It's still stuffy as well. I don't really know what to do. Anyway, Well, I'm definitely gonna have to clip that out. I just did a massive cough. Anyway, gosh, okay, so if this thing is not part of the connection, when it falls in line, it should be part of the connection. Let's just quickly test that. Okay, that also needs supports. Okay, and we'll have to put a support here for this to land on. Just proof of concept. Yeah, it connects. So I need to come up with a way to have it go out of the system. Which I can do by, let's see now, a downward facing button connected to a, let's not put it there though, let's do, oops, this with a thingamabob and a thingamajig and a doohickey. Alright, that's complex, but I think it works. Let's try it. A little speed up. Come on. Here it comes. Oh. Oh. What I think I want is to replace that with one of these and then move this whole thing up here. Okay. And I need one of those on the front. One of those on the front. I think this will work. I don't know. You tell me. Alright, we welded the head and we welded the neck. And then we just needed to move on. So we need that to push. So... how? I need a sensor. Oh, this is... I'm really pleased that that worked, don't get me wrong. But I'm moving immediately onto the next actual problem. So, the head is going to be here. Because we immediately weld that head on. Like, the neck and the head get welded on because this welder is being pushed across, which is connecting with these two welders and welding it in. And then the head comes on, gets pushed across, and gets welded in. So now we know we're all fully welded in. What if... and this is crazy, but, like, let's just think about this. What if this worked? It might screw something else up. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It worked. It worked. Okay, we gotta get rid of that and put that there and then put that there and then does it. Also, this welding situation is now not gonna work, so we're gonna have to hold on. No, I didn't want to delete that. We just need to rotate it that away. Nope, not that way. Well, I guess it could go that way. We just have to remove some of these things out of the way. I guess we just need to remove this. It should perfectly slide underneath that, I think. I have no idea if this will work. This is pretty fun, though. What happened? No, it... what? Oh! No! What happened? We didn't weld those together somehow? Hold on. Why are we not welding? Oh, because I moved this out of here. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy fixed. That's easy fixed, mate. No worries, buddy. No worries at all. All right. We just gotta do a little bit of this right here. In fact, we don't even need that one technically, but let's put it in anyway. Who cares about the block count? I love this silly solution. 1, 2, 3, and away we go. Locked in, baby! Let's go! I'm so pleased. I'm also so pleased that I'm actually recording right now. I just checked and I was like, hang on, did I unpause after the last big cough sneeze session? We're working. We are so working. Here it comes. The last one. Look at that! Slightly on the upside of average there. Slightly. I'm genuinely not sure how to make things faster, because that seemed pretty fast. Like, I don't think... Well, we were doing a little delaying there, weren't we? We could probably build the head and body part a bit better. This was also, just to, like, review this a little bit, I didn't care what order the pieces came in. If I cared, I could have done some more work on the other side of the portal here to be like, okay, let's... Actually, just reviewing this, obviously I could have improved that too. But, if I cared a little bit more about the order that the parts fell through the pipe, so that they were, like, more perfectly aligned, I could have done something on that end, so that things came through in a more manageable way, but... This kerfuffle right here is pretty clever, actually, a little trick here. Where we're just saying, like, okay, we only need the one thing because they're welding instantly for the center body part. So we can just push that down here. It'll land and await pushing. Which, actually, we don't need that pusher anymore either. That's done because we have this now. So, yeah, as soon as the head gets welded onto the rest of the thing. So the head comes in on this line. So this one is the body part first. Whoosh. Zip, zip, boom. I don't know why I said zip, zip, boom. It's, you know, whatever. Matter of fact, we could probably tighten this up a little bit by just doing this. Let's try it and see if that causes a problem. Yeah, that works. And yeah, this thing pushes the head along and we get our delivery. So that's nice. Are we just happening to synchronize now? I think we just happened to synchronize. I love this mechanism right here too, by the way. This little gate system. It's basically saying, like, as soon as we detect that we have moved, we're gonna yank this out of the line so that it can no longer power the block. It's very clean. It works quite well. This might be the beginning of learning how to do some kind of binary encoding, some logic gates and stuff like that. There might be something to this. I don't know. But there could be some method to the madness there. Hey, we slightly beat our best score by just a couple of points. We've slightly beat this by a couple of blocks because we didn't need them. And our blocks... Oh, footprint and our block score went down too. So, you know, I guess we could, like, chip away at things without significantly making major progress. But, like, this design... kind of works. Is just like, okay, just think about whatever comes through the teleporter as a line and then deal with everything on the line as components. And we just so happened to fall into a method here where the treads were all in one piece and the body was mostly in one piece and the head and neck were there. They were just happy to be there. So like functionally it makes sense, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty pleased. All in all, this worked. Came through okay. Let's jump into the next one, because I think we might have time to do the next one too. So let's go back to the barracks. Actually, I'm curious. Do things change between missions? I didn't really look around, but it doesn't look like anything changed. Does dialogue change?
You're new. I'm Nia. I
Okay.
fight and beat stuff up. Sometimes I build things.
Oh boy, I just had to cough again.
Hey, welcome to the barracks.
Yeah,
I'm
we're not
Dave,
getting anything
the
new.
Operations engineer.
That's enough out of you, Dave.
Hello, new human.
Yep, it's all the same.
Would
Nobody
you
has
like
anything new to say.
yours? How do you...
Okay. Anti-javelin satellite. This can't be too bad. The last one was pretty straightforward in the end. Look at all these people we have working with us. Who are they? I want to see their faces. I want to get to know this guy specifically because of how he holds his gun. He's got a jetpack on. He's kitted out. This guy is ready for battle. Okay, that's Nia and Dave. Where's our anthropologist, by the way? Oh, this looks complex. I just realized this looks like a pain in the butt. Same principle may well apply, though. We'll find out. Just push everything onto a line and then reconstruct. Let's find out! Oh, look, we get to see all the corpses again? Wait, it's the exact same corpses. Oh, man. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I'm just going to say I appreciate that Zachtronics made this game. I think it's great. I think it's really cool. Slightly disappointed that they were using this hangar. I mean, it makes sense. It makes absolute sense, but, you know, slightly disappointed. So deconstructing this might be a little trickier. So what's going to happen when this thing hits, it's just going to fall straight through. And then I'm going to have it go onto a thing on a lifter of some kind, and then fall straight through again with these three. And then I can consume the arms. Delicious, delicious arms. I guess. Something like that. So yeah, the first step is just figuring out the deconstruction. The second step is reconstructing everything. So if we were to just do that, we're going to get the back part first. So what if we did that and we got the front part first? And then when we land here, we're going to consume that bit and we're going to hit a lifter. Where's our lifters? Here. And then let's just watch what happens. I wish it wasn't so far away, so you don't have to wait so long. Okay, we hit the lifter early because of the reason that the lifter is actually there. Huh. Didn't think of that now, did ya? Let's do it without the lifter for a second. Okay. So, I think it was about there. Let's put the lifter there. Huh? Oh. I think it was there. I don't know. Find out. Okay, too far forward. I mean, too far back. There we go. Oh. Ah. Ah. So close. Well, let's just flip our thinking. So we'll take the back 3 blobs first. And once that goes back, we want it to trigger and go upward. So... let's say... okay, here's a silly question. Just a silly question that I need answered. If this is here, and this is right in front of it, and this gets triggered by, say... one of them, what happens? Nothing? I assume nothing. Yeah, nothing's happening. Also, I didn't think these could blow through objects. That's a little bit annoying that they can blow through objects. Also, wow. Never noticed that before. So that won't be happening. So what we have to do then is construct it off ground and it has to drop into place. Okay, so let's say the pusher needs to be here and the lifter needs to be here or something. I want the lifter. Okay, hold on a second. I've got ideas are happening. I'm gonna have to just try and draw something. So let's say we had this, and let's say we had this, and let's say we had, I don't know, something going on here, right? Let's say we had a matrix of things here. Okay, maybe not. Okay, who cares? The cost is not important right now. It's the thinking that's important. That's too close, my friend. Why can I not stretch build these guys? Like that. Okay. Let's say we had this with this attached to it. So you would push to there, then you would push to there, and then I would have a lifter there. Okay. Perfect. I think. Did that all retract? I wasn't really paying attention. Let's just double check. Okay, it didn't retract because it's sitting on the bottom there. We get rid of those ones. Okay, so it does retract. So then what do we do with the arms? Ah, this is tough. Okay. Conceptually, so when it goes underneath that, it's kind of annoying. I could have it... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. So we need the arms to get centered and pushed through. So what if... we did that? What happens? Okay. This is going to cause a problem, isn't it? But... let's see. I think it's gonna interfere with the object, so we need to have... Also, the arm height is a little higher than I thought. Okay. So we do that. With the idea being that they'll drop in place and go through the teleporter. I just realized we're going to have a problem with that, aren't we? So then we need to do... basically this. This is not cool. This isn't gonna work. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Wait, this is off alignment. Damn it. So those last bits of the gun aren't going to go through the way I'm modeling this. It's so close, it's painful. It's so close, it's painful. What I kind of want to be able to do is have, like, somehow have this part of the platform drop down. How close are we to interfering with the next one? Oh, we're so close to interfering with the next one. I mean, they wouldn't notice if we didn't include the tips of the guns, would they? If we just didn't include those tips, it'd be fine, wouldn't it? We could put this on an arm that detects when... Right? 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 I don't know. Can we? I got no idea what I'm doing. Okay. I told you I had no idea what I'm doing. Hold on a second. I want a sensor that knows when there's an arm to feed, and it just pushes this forward. It would know there's an arm to feed if there's a block here. So I want a sensor to be there. I guess I could drop it in from up here and have it blow away. Or I could push it in from the side with a double extender like that. But I don't know when to do that. There may be some other way to do this? Like a timer? If the timing is very consistent, you might be able to do it. We could create a governor for timing and then ensure that the things only come through on the time that would work for us. And then we could get rid of all this and just do everything based on timers, and it would probably work. I don't know what I'm doing. This is getting silly, but I gotta think about it still. Okay, so we're gonna blop, blop, blop. So this guy needs to extend when a thing is here, which means we need to detect when a thing is here. We can only detect when a thing is here if... If what? If that's not in the way. Would there be a thing in the way here? Hang on. Let's just quickly get one to come here. I just want to see how in the way we would be. We'd be very in the way, because those guns are huge. Did I overthink this whole sensor situation? Let's try this. Okay, that clearly doesn't work. Let's try it now. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna need our double extender again. Sorry, I apologize for all the coughing. I just can't hold it in anymore. Okay, and the sensor can just be a stack of sensors that sit here. Maybe there. Or even there. I don't know how far the guns go forward. Let's try that. I think it's too far forward. I mean, almost. Let me see that again. We pushed it across because it didn't come out early enough. Alright. How long have we been on this for? Okay. We might need to finish this one in the next episode. Because we are nowhere near deconstructing finished yet. Well, let's see how this goes. Too early. Let's delete this. Whoops, not that whole thing. Try that. Okay. Still... Wait, was that too late? The other one was too early and that one was too late? Hang on, let's see this again. Okay, so we're teleported away 2 of the 3. Okay, that one's going to teleport. That's going to get onto the thing to push it forward. When it does... The problem is this arm is attached. And so, what's going to happen? It should be triggering right now. Okay, it is. Okay, it's up. Oh, and then it got detached. And it blew that up. Well, this is fixable then. I think. Nope, wrong one. That one. Oh. Oh. What is happening? Well, this took. Sort of? I don't think this will work either. Oh! That worked, and I don't even know if I need that. Oh, we did lose a piece. This won't work now. Ah. Why is that? Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. I mean, it's working. I mean, that's obviously not working, but... How many parts are there? I didn't even count. Let's figure this out. So... There's 6 vertical pieces, and then 8, I think. Hang on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10. So there's 16. We need a platform that handles 16 staging. And then we can do construction on the other side. So the deconstruction was very difficult, I will have to admit. So we need 16. So that's 3, 5, 10. That looks like 16. I'm not sure. So the center body, the back body, gun in reverse order, and gun in reverse order. I think that's what we're looking at. So we have all the parts. They're all laid out well. I'm tempted to continue solving, but what I'm going to do is actually ask you, please subscribe to the channel, especially if you've been enjoying it. Leave a comment, especially if you haven't been enjoying it, or if you have, either way. And also, yeah, like the video. Please like the video. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me today. We're going to be back again, and we'll solve the rest of this puzzle. I'm sure Dave's laughing and gloating right now, but we'll show him. We'll show him how it's done. I'll talk to you all later, okay? Thanks very much for being here, and have a good one.